Hunter Biden. The name carries weight, a whisper of power, and a whiff of scandal. Born into the turbulent world of American politics, he has walked a tightrope between privilege and scrutiny. His life a tapestry woven with ambition, tragedy, and controversy. From the hallowed halls of the White House to the unforgiving glare of the media, Hunter's journey has been anything but ordinary. His story begins in the shadow of unimaginable loss. The tragic death of his mother and sister in a car accident cast a long shadow over his early years. This trauma, etched into the fabric of his family's life, would forever shape Hunter's path. Growing up as the son of a rising political star, Hunter experienced firsthand the intoxicating allure of power. Doors opened effortlessly, opportunities presented themselves at every turn. Yet this gilded existence came at a price. The weight of expectations, the constant scrutiny of the public eye, and the ever-present shadow of his father's legacy created a unique set of pressures. It is within this complex web of privilege and scrutiny that Hunter's story unfolds. Privilege. It's a double-edged sword offering both opportunities and constraints. For Hunter Biden, privilege was inherent, moving through power brokers and political heavyweights. Doors that remained shut for others swung open effortlessly for him. Yet every misstep was magnified under the public eye. The struggle to forge his own identity became a defining theme in his life. July 2023, the White House, a symbol of American power and prestige, became the backdrop for a scandal that sent shockwaves through the nation. A bag of cocaine discovered in a highly secure area of the West Wing instantly ignited a media firestorm. Speculation ran rampant. Who could have brought illicit drugs into the heart of the American government? The Secret Service launched a full-scale investigation, the pressure mounting with each passing day. The White House, already grappling with political divisions and international crises, found itself mired in a scandal that threatened to undermine its credibility. Then the news broke. The cocaine belonged to Hunter Biden. The revelation sent shockwaves through the political landscape. Critics pounced, using the incident to attack President Biden and his administration. The president's son, already a lightning rod for controversy, became the epicenter of a political earthquake. The story, with its potent mix of power, privilege, and illicit substances, captivated the nation. It raised uncomfortable questions about security breaches, potential hypocrisy, and the president's ability to manage his own family, let alone the country. In the aftermath of the cocaine incident, a curious phenomenon occurred. The story, initially dominating headlines and cable news cycles, began to fade from view. Major media outlets, once eager to dissect every detail of Hunter Biden's life, seemed to lose interest. The investigation, initially portrayed as a matter of national security, quietly concluded with no charges filed. The White House, after a few carefully worded statements, moved on to other pressing matters. The swiftness with which the story vanished from the public consciousness left many bewildered. Had there been a concerted effort to suppress the story? Was the media, often accused of being biased against the Biden administration, suddenly reluctant to criticize the president's son? The lack of answers only fueled further speculation and mistrust. Some argued that the incident, while embarrassing, was ultimately a private matter. Others saw it as evidence of a double standard, a blatant attempt to protect the president's son from accountability. The truth, as is often the case, likely lay somewhere in between. To understand Hunter Biden, one must grapple with the long shadow cast by his father, Joe Biden. The elder Biden, a towering figure in American politics, instilled in his son a deep sense of duty, patriotism, and ambition. Yet this legacy, while a source of inspiration, also became a heavy burden to bear. Hunter's personal struggles, often played out in the public eye, became inextricably linked to his father's political career. His battles with addiction, his business dealings, even his personal relationships were subjected to intense scrutiny, often framed through the lens of his father's position. Did Joe Biden's influence shield his son from consequences? Did Hunter's actions tarnish his father's reputation? These questions swirled around them, creating a complex and often uncomfortable dynamic. The father, driven by a deep love for his son, sought to protect and support him, even as his actions sometimes drew criticism. The son, grappling with his own demons, sought to forge his own path. even as he leaned on the support and influence of his powerful father. Living in the shadow of power comes at a cost. Hunter Biden, from a young age, learned this lesson firsthand. Every aspect of his life, from his business dealings to his personal relationships, was subject to intense scrutiny. His missteps were amplified, his successes often attributed to nepotism rather than merit. The line between fair criticism and politically motivated attacks blurred. His struggles with addiction, deeply personal and painful, were weaponized by his father's opponents, used to score political points and sow seeds of doubt about the Biden family's integrity. This relentless scrutiny took a toll. It fueled his addictions, strained his relationships, and made it difficult to distinguish genuine support from opportunistic alliances. The world of politics, a ruthless and unforgiving arena, had claimed him as collateral damage. He became a pawn in a larger game, his life a bargaining chip in the endless power struggles that define Washington, D.C. Lost amidst the political maneuvering and media frenzy is a deeply personal story of a father's love and a son's struggles. Joe Biden, a man who has known unimaginable loss and heartbreak, has stood by his son through thick and thin. He has defended him publicly, offered unwavering support privately, and never wavered in his belief that Hunter is a good man battling personal demons. This unwavering love, while admirable, has also drawn criticism. Some argue that Joe Biden's protective instincts have blinded him to his son's flaws, leading him to make decisions that prioritize family loyalty over national interest. The truth, as is often the case, is far more nuanced. It's a story of a father grappling with the limitations of his love, a son yearning for redemption, and the complex interplay of family, power, and the human condition. Hunter Biden's story is far from over. It's a narrative still being written, a tapestry woven with threads of privilege, tragedy, addiction, and resilience. As he navigates the treacherous waters of public scrutiny and personal demons, the question remains, who is the real Hunter Biden? Is he the entitled son of a powerful politician, shielded from accountability and reaping the benefits of nepotism? Or is he a deeply flawed but ultimately decent man, grappling with addiction, seeking redemption, and desperately trying to escape the long shadow of his father's legacy? The truth, as is often the case, likely lies somewhere in between. It's a story that defies easy answers, demanding empathy, nuance, and a willingness to look beyond the headlines. As the years unfold, more chapters will be written, more secrets revealed, and more layers peeled back. The untold story of Hunter Biden, a story of privilege, power, and the enduring bonds of family, will continue to captivate and confound us all.